Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another brand new video. And that's right, everybody. Welcome on back to another brand new video, like always. And speaking like always, is that welcome back. And I'll say this once more: is that welcome back to another brand new video. And also, I'm going to pretty much do another interesting video, just like pretty much likely from what was last time about was like, oh, I did like the Team Fortress 2 voice impressions a little bit to see what you guys thought of it. And I think it was kind of alright, a little bit okay as I expected, which, if I did miss a few, that's fine. I mean, I didn't expect anything to get some expectations or whatever, but at least it's just a bit okay, in my opinion. A little okay, but at least I tried. You know, just a little bit like, just tried exactly, just give it a little try and see what I thought of it. And it was pretty bit natural. So, anyways, that being said, it's time we're just going to do another interesting video. Of course, that we're going to do the Friday Night Funkin' characters, which also I'm going to be doing is four characters, apparently. Four. So, the only characters who am I going to voice right now is just my only four favorites so far in this one of the game, or pretty much itself of the game, or should I say Friday Night Funkin' itself, that it's pretty much going to be Daddy Dearest, Take Man, Senpai slash Spirit, and of course, finally, Pico. So, anyway, that's all I'm going to probably do for the rest of this video and just see what you guys think. And of course, I'm just going to do my own voice impression to see what I thought of the characters, which, by the way, I still like the characters like usual and wise. That, I just like most likely a bit similar, that most of them are good. Which, I've always said most likely that I wish I wanted to do that kind of impressions, which, I'll still give it a go and still give it a try. But also, that's all I'm just going to say right now. And that's all I'm going to probably just say, unfortunately, and see what you guys think. And without further ado, and like always, let's see what you guys think of for right now. So hopefully, like always, that I hope that you guys enjoy this video. And please be sure to give this one a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. Thank you. Anyway, let's begin the video. Let's do this and hope that you guys enjoy this video. For what I'm just about to do is just the name that will probably be called exactly what you guys will just see on the title. So anyway, the first character who am I going to be voicing is Danny Dearest. Just to get my impressions of him exactly from the beginning, which I've always have to say that, oh yeah, I always knew to the day that Danny Dearest has became my main number one favorite character of the entire game, and of course the community or the game itself, which, like I said, seriously, it's just freaking awesome that I just love actually just being as that character. Like, just has that good demon vibe. Just have that demon vibe. But, just to really kind of enjoy it and for much more interesting facts a little bit. So, anyway, first up, Daddy Dearest. And hope that you guys enjoy my good impression of how Daddy Dearest would say, or have a different interesting impression. So, let's see how we're going to try it. So, here we go in three, two, one, and let's go. Why, hello, I am Daddy Dearest. That's right, the Daddy Dearest. That's right, I am a superstar, or pretty much a rock star, or pretty much call me that as a rock star, because I'm a demon from hell. And that's right, Daddy Dearest is here to rock, which is, of course, to enjoy my stage, or should I say, for those who want to challenge me on the stage. Then you don't want to outbest the demon of the dearest. That's right, the very daddy dearest of the very much of a rock star. And also be sure not to waste my patience. And also, for those who enjoy my performance to beat the boyfriend, he'll think again for another second or so for him to lose. And there is no way he'll never get to my baby girl. That is the girlfriend. But for much more interesting questions, that I will say this, that The demon is always a bit funny when it's always having a good vibe every day, just to enjoy my own amusement of entertainment. Anyways, I will be saying this. Daddy dearest, we'll see you next time. And also, this is just how I sound, and this is just how I sound my own impression as myself to be the demon of a rock star. So, anyways, that being said, Daddy dearest, we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See you later. Well, what do we got here? We should just probably kill you, but what the hell? It's been a boring day. Now let's see what you got. That's right. Hello, folks. I am Tank Man. That's right, the Terry Tank Man. That I am Captain Johnny Utah. That's right, I am Tank Man, the very only Tank Man. That I pretty much run from pretty much likely the desert like of the military. Or should I say the desert like of pretty much my very only soldiers. That's right, I am the Tank Man. And whoever does stop me, think again. And also, once again, like always, that for me, I was just enjoying my day until I had to deal with the boyfriend that just was in our territory, which was not even great at first, which of course we had to deal with that pipsqueak and his girlfriend too. But yes, of course, that once again, that I am the Tank Man. And this is how I sound my very own impression, just as myself before I was even aggressive. A little bit as myself as Tank Man. But anyway, so for those who like my voice of Tank Man, well then be sure to definitely subscribe for more, and I'll be sure to keep doing the greatest impressions of them. Oh well, hopefully Steve will do fine apparently, so hopefully Steve does fine. But anyway, I was just about to sneeze for a minute, but at least I didn't have to sneeze. But okay, well then. Hopefully that, like I said again, hopefully that things will be fine in the desert, so hopefully nothing just goes on wrong and happening. And also, I'll be gladly to even say my own dialogues if I had to. Alright, let me just try one. I said let's rock, not let's. What? You gotta press the arrows, kid. Don't slap it with your blind knuckle. What? Yeah, no, that's how I would sound my own impressions with that right there. How are you gonna survive this cruel, harsh, and cruel world? Hmm? Oh my god. My very own dialogues are even funnier to slap on the knee. For so much funny to laugh at that. Can you even walk straight? Can you even feed yourself? Oh, funny. Really, my own dialogues are so funny for me to laugh. But anyways, so as myself as like I said, I'm Tank Man speaking, and I'll pretty much be sure to see you next time. And also, I'll be coming back around sometime sooner or later if my update was going to be released or not. But hopefully, my update will be released and be finally be a playable player, or should I say, a playable player. That's what I meant to say, to be playable. But hopefully that I'll become to be playable soon. But who knows? Who really knows? I mean, at least yeah, pretty much pretty much from likely, whatever I was gonna say. Like Newgrounds. Yeah, I meant to say Newgrounds. Damn it, I almost even said that word. But anyway, hopefully Newgrounds adds me as an unplayable character so I can kick some ass on most of any of the opponents. Or even pretty much my mere version myself. But who cares? Who really knows? And I don't even know. But anyway, good questions were made to be very good questions. Okay, let me say something in a very good way. I'll say it's like, not bad. Not really bad. Like seriously, I'm gonna just say is like pretty much like saying is like ugly, boring little teenager that wears her mom's clothes. Oh yeah, now that's a good one for myself apparently to say the dialogues. But anyway, we're pretty much my own cutscenes from the storyline. But anyway, hopefully, like myself as myself apparently to be Tank Man, and I'll pretty much see you all next time. And don't forget, by the way, that hopefully that nothing goes wrong and pretty much it doesn't like or pretty much go into the bowling alley for like going out for getting drinks. But anyway, Tank Man, known as myself as Captain Johnny Utah, or call me Captain or Sergeant, and I'll be sure to see you next time. And I'll see you later, I suppose. See you next time, and goodbye. See you later. Ah, lovely fair madam has came in search of true love. Oh, is the video even on? Oh, damn it. Well, pardon my language, and pardon me anyways. So, anyway, I'm Senpai. That's right, I am the Senpai from my own game that is called Dating Sim Later, or Hate Simulator, or something, I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much my game anyway, and pretty much for me, I just love pretty much likely to see how many women could come into my game and for pretty much find for some true search of love. But anyway, the good and very important question is that I am Senpai, the very only one from the high school, that I at least get some lovely dems in distress to always follow my move and just follow me every time where I read a book or maybe just walk somewhere around the school. But anyway, what I have to say now is that it's so obvious, right? Very obvious. Is that I at least had to deal with only with boyfriend at this time, but maybe deal with his ex. I don't know, but I'm not going to say it as much. But anyway, for myself as senpai, that I would be saying is that if you do enjoy my very good voice impression, well, hope that you enjoy it. And also, if anybody thinks what you guys' favorite characters are, in most likely of the game and story, just remember it's only about the story, not the mods. But anyway, so you guys can say is like, oh, which is your favorite characters in the game? You can say Daddy Dearest, Tank Man, myself, Spirit, Pico, Boyfriend, Monster, and my Mirrorist, or the Spooky Month Kids, Darnell, or Nini, for that matter. So, for anybody else can say is like, what is your favorite characters? Well, let me know those down in the comments. That way it will be a lot more helpful just to pretty much just go ahead and type them. But anyway, that's the only very question. Or you could just like the background characters. That's pretty much fine with me anyway, I don't care. But for me, I'm just loving myself as senpai. But anyway, for the very true of the story is, hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the video still, and from pretty much more of this excitement. Anyway, I'm senpai, and also, of course, my spirit, on the other hand, will also just be coming right out again, so, jeez. Which, of course, it's gonna be nuts anyway, so, give me a second while I just go off camera, and then, of course, I may be finished with it anyway, and then become my true self anyway, while having to respawn myself anyway. But anyway, be right on back. Where am I? Oh, yes, I am Spirit. That's right, I am the Spirit of Senpai. That's right, I am the Spirit of Senpai of the game's code. That's right, I might even a red virus. Is that whoever dares touch me as a virus, then you're gonna be possessed. And of course, I might even borrow somebody's body to be controlled and manipulated. That's right, I am Spirit, For those who dare touch me, that's when you'll become to be a part of a spirit of me that I'll be able to control. But anyways, I am Spirit from the game's code, and also from the game of Senpai's game. For however, that I am the spirit, there are the only red spirit around of the game's code of the realm. But anyways, hopefully you still enjoy myself as me, that I am Spirit, and hopefully you might as well still enjoy the video. And for very much likely for more, is please be sure to give this one a like and comment, and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified and stuff. So anyway, I am Spirit, and watch out. If you dare touch me, as I said, touch me, and you'll become to be a part of yourself from me to somebody else, of the body to become a spirited body. Once I possess the body that I was just about to possess. But anyways, I am Spirit, and also for that again, alone as myself as I'll be freed. Once again, maybe. Who knows? And we'll see what happens. But anyway, I am Spirit, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, everyone. And remember that I am the very spirit to scare anybody than a monster, but just a spirited, more powerful spirit. But anyways, that being said, see you later and goodbye, and see you next time. That's right. Hello, everybody. I am Pico. That's right, the very only Pico. What should I say? Go Pico, yeah, yeah, go Pico, oh. Go Pico, yeah, yeah, go Pico, oh. So, anyways, I'm Pico, and I just want to say before I can say anything here, is that I myself am Pico. That's right, the very only contract killer. Which, of course, I was partnered with Darnell and Nini to be contract killers to go after boyfriend. But for me, like I said, this is just myself as myself talking as Pico. But anyway, don't judge me and don't ask of why I sound like that. But anyway, it's just how I sound is like, go Pico, yeah, yeah, go Pico, But anyway, so that's all I had to say, and a few enemies I had to deal with is Tank Man, of course, which I probably wouldn't be surprised, trying to go after my boyfriend, or should I say ex, which, just by the way, this is just only myself as a character, not real life, but this is just as character. But anyway, so, like that being said, not trying to sound it a bit more odd than usual, but anyway, I probably would say is like, oh, who would I rather insist that I probably would rather be shipped more? Would it just be me and boyfriend, or just me and Nini? Well, my opinion, I just say me and Nini, of course. Well, obviously a little different, but just my own series. That I probably would rather be shipped with Nini in the series of like my own series and stuff. But in the Friday Night Funkin' series, a little bit, I think I would extend differently both. Maybe both, but that depends on my choice. But anyway, as like that being said, is that let me refer back to what I was saying. So, anyways, like that being said, is that for myself, that well, hopefully, like I said, that things are doing fine with myself, and apparently that well, I was just going to go after a boyfriend the other time that I was going to just kill him, but unfortunately, I decided I was like, nah, I'm just going to rap battle him instead. But anyway, that's all I had to do, and of course, I might be just getting a little bit more of a double-sized trouble dealing with Nini and Darnell most of the time. But I have no idea why we were just going after him for almost $7 million or something, like $700 or something. I don't know. I think it's just how Daddy Dearest likes just to add like things up a little bit with like the price on boyfriend's head. But that's pretty much all I can say. But anyway, well, just back for starters, is that, I'm just the awesome Pico, like always, just like enjoying myself exactly. So, yeah, anyway, I'll pretty much go ahead and get myself a little bit more of something to practice a little bit, which, just awesome and stuff. That for me, I just like to chill around a little bit, maybe just hang it with like the crew and stuff, with like, my group exactly that I'm the leader of the group. That, that's just what Darnell and Nini, which
Of course, like we're the only trio, a little bit of the three trio, or maybe four, like with me and Darnell and Nini and Otis. Yeah, pretty much my cousin. Which, of course, I was also surprised. I never had a cousin right here, but I guess we all have to say is that, guess we never knew that about in the Friday Night Funkin' universe, which, well, at least my cousin was here to save the day a little bit, just to do a Tank Man again, which also is a little bit more of a reverse Uno card, isn't it? A little bit more of a reverse Uno card. But anyway, let me just get back to the point, is that for those who enjoy the impressions of this video, go on ahead and subscribe. But anyways, I'm Pico, and I'll see you next time. And also for those who would say is like, oh, you're gonna, I'm gonna touch your gun. Well, don't even think about it, because like I said, if you touch my gun, then I'm gonna put you down. Seriously, like I said, I've only, just like I said, do not even deal with what I'm just dealing with, because, like I said, I may be a contract killer or maybe an assassin killer, but like I said, just watch what you're gonna do, because for me, I'm always a bit smart as myself. But just remember that Pico may play a bit nice, and sometimes I may won't play a bit nice. But just remember, just stay on the lead of your foot so you won't just twist on the wrong side of the foot, or maybe twist the wrong side of the desk. But anyway, now, with that being said, I'll see you next time. Pico is signing off. And also, I'm just going to go ahead and see Nini a little bit just to see her in the mall. And also, of course, maybe just have a bit of a conversation with Darnell on the phone if I needed to. But for me, I guess I might have to go on ahead and see what I can find for Christmas. Not really, but just a little bit of something random in Christmas. But even if it's early, then it will still be near Thanksgiving and stuff. But anyway, well, just going to go ahead and get to the mall and maybe just find something a little bit earlier to get for Christmas, which hopefully nothing won't be probably bothering me at the mall at some point. Which I know that boyfriend, on the other hand, alerted me about this character that is a lemon for a face and has like a lemon of a body, which is just gonna be terrifying. But it won't bother me since I'm just, just a bit chill as myself. But I'll just go ahead and get like something to give for a bit of Christmas, and maybe just give Nini something for a gift. Hopefully, she doesn't kill me again. Which, god damn it! Of course, I always knew that she's always gonna throw that knife. Really, like seriously, like are you kidding me? I was just gonna go ahead and do something. Like, hopefully, I'll get something for a present, and maybe something might change a little bit better. And as for Darnell, well, me and him are cool. Just chilling around and see what we're gonna do, and maybe just see what we got to deal with here at some point. Ah, man, at least we're gonna see what happens. But anyway, myself, I'll see you next time. As myself is Pico, sign off. Bye bye, everyone, and we'll see you later. Sign out and goodbye, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you for watching.
Alright, everybody. I think I have to say is I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, I gotta say, man, that this video was definitely pretty dang good. If I say so myself, by the way. But yeah, I think I have to say the video itself was actually pretty dang good. So, what I have to say, by the way, folks, that, well, at least I did try doing a very good voice impression of the Friday Night Funkin' characters like Daddy Dearest and Tank Man, Spirit and Senpai, and finally Pico, which also, by the way, I did those, by the way. And for those who probably read on the text, by the way, on Mommy Miras, by the way, that I couldn't do her voice because, well, her voice is a little bit different, as I can't probably just, like, memorize what it was a little bit. I think it's a little different since I could probably say is like, yeah, I guess I can't probably do that since I know it's gonna be a little tricky. So Jesus, I know it's gonna be tricky and stuff, but I may have to look up on some voices that I may never looked on before. But I guess I might give it a little try to see if the voice is already like all right anyway. But sure. So, anyways, like that being said, is I hope that you guys enjoyed this video apparently, and for much more. So, like I said, I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the video from 1 all the way near 4, which of course I did do top 1 from 4. So that's all I can do. Like, four of the characters are remain to be my favorites right now, which of course Senpai and Spirit are number four. That's why I'm just saying. And of course Pico is only number five. Danny Dearest and Take Man are the same with one and two. That both of them are like my first and second favorite anyway, since it's of course it's only a tie from first and second. So that's all I had to say. And as in from like Senpai, well, like I said, he's always been number four for he's always been number four of my favorite. Like every other time that he's always been my favorite. So yeah, I'd say pretty dang good. And also for Pico, well, at least I'm still like doing a bit of good Pico impression a little bit, just to have a little bit of some interesting pitch in a little bit for the voice a little bit, which sometimes I just always have to just like just to do a little bit of like the rhythm practice a little bit, which is just a bit interesting, but we may never know. But, we'll see what happens. And like that being said, and always, I'll see you guys soon enough for the next video. And for those who enjoyed this video right now, then go ahead and absolutely again subscribe and definitely hit the like and comment, subscribe the bell to be notified for much more videos. That is definitely soon to wait and soon to be on the way. So anyways, that being said, I'll see you again for the next video. Thanks for watching and sign out. And just as in for the record straight, that I also want to say too, by the way, that I hope that you guys actually enjoy this video right now, and hopefully you guys don't judge me of my Pico impression, which I did try a little bit of it, but it's not as too much. But at least I just get a little hang of it a little, just to practice, which it's already fine. Which I don't assume to judge or blame it, but I don't judge. So anyway, and also as in for Tank Man's voice, I actually did try it a little bit of my normal voice of Tank Man, or maybe just like switch things a little with a different mix, a little bit between that. And of course with Daddy Dearest, oh yeah, it's a very good voice of Daddy Dearest, which I still liked it anyway, so I'd still give it a very much of a base favorite. And of course with Senpai's, well, at least it's a bit of like a good soft voice a little bit before it just changes up a little bit on something a little bit, just to hit back a little bit between the opponent, exactly the player. So pretty much, or should I say, known as boyfriend, exactly. So that's all I can say for right there. So yeah. Anyway, that being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and like always, is like and comment and subscribe to the bell to be notified. That way you will not miss a single video that comes on this channel. So I'm gonna get going. I'm totally gonna be signing off here and there. And with that being said, see you next time. And soon enough, absolutely, in the next time. And then in the next video. And the gameplay is definitely going to be ready soon enough for the third game of Five Nights at Wavios 3 right now. So anyway, part 1 will definitely be on the release. And of course, part 2 will also catch up for the same reason as well, which, there's just going to be the following from the beginning all the way at the end anyways. So yeah, there's always just going to be one of those. And for those who definitely enjoy the rest of the game, I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you guys are excited as I am. So part 1 is definitely going to be ready as soon. It will be definitely appearing to be up there soon. So anyway, just keep your time and just see what you guys think of what's going to happen next time apparently. So that being said, I'll see you next time. And also, hey, thanks very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see what happens next time. And also, hopefully there will be more other Pico updates soon enough too, exactly, which we can't rush sometimes. We just may have to think about like, oh, what's like a bit of like the mystery ones that we haven't got yet, a little bit between there and there. Like, I think we're supposed to get like a few different E-Rex a little going on, since I mean the E-Rex are good, which I never even tried participating to do that either. And no, I have not played it exactly on like my channel, by the way, since I haven't played it. I only just give myself the time and just like practiced it a little bit, just to give a little rhythm and push a little bit to see how awesome it still does. But trust me, it's about the difficulty that will push up a lot more different, which, yeah, some difficulties are going to be a little bit more harder than anything else. So that's all I can say for advice, and that's all I can say for right now, as in for late. So anyways, the moral of the story is, Hopefully, we're going to see what happens for the rest of the half of Pico's updates, and finally, fully see who becomes the third playable character, which is obviously Tank Man. So hopefully, we're going to get him on board. So hopefully, we're going to see what happens by the official of the team that is known as the Friday Night Funkin team, which hopefully we're going to see what happens here and there, and I'm going to be excited to see it. And of course, just please finally get Nini to be as the tutorial on Pico's update too. By the way, we really need that, and I hopefully will say is like, damn, I'm gonna love it. Which even if it will stay as pretty much the same or remains differently, but I won't judge. I seriously again won't judge. Which I won't judge for any reason. I just won't judge. I'm just wanting to be a bit curious since, well, just a bit curious and stuff. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, everybody. Signing on out. Later and goodbye. Thanks for watching, and see you for the next video. Bye bye, everyone, and see you next time. Signing on out.